Welcome to the Car Value Scout VIN History Report series. This is a series of lessons on how to understand the parts of the VIN History Report. Today's lesson is about mileage, and it is truly one of the most important things that you need to understand when inspecting a used car. So let's get started. So why is understanding mileage so important? Because sometimes the number on the odometer doesn't tell the whole story. A vehicle with higher mileage is usually worth less money. And unfortunately, that's why mileage fraud still exists. Modern vehicles nowadays store mileage information sometimes inside the vehicle's computer system. With an OBD2 code scanner, you can sometimes retrieve this information, which will verify the true mileage. Having a VIN history report is very important because a lot of times, or most of the time, when the car is getting serviced, for example, it might be getting an oil change, it might be having some maintenance done on it, it might be having emissions control tested on it. All these things go into a registered database of the mileage when the person brought the vehicle in. So there's actually a timeline recorded of the mileage itself as the true mileage that's on the vehicle. If this doesn't compare with the mileage that's on the odometer, then you know there's a problem. That's why a VIN history report is very important. It gives you that information right in front of you. You can see a maintenance history record of all the times they brought in for oil changes, for example, and the mileage it had when they did the oil change. So if that doesn't match up, you know something is wrong. For example, if the history report shows 200,000 miles and on the odometer on the dashboard it says 86,000 miles, that's a big red flag. You know something is wrong. And sometimes the vehicle itself can show you what's going on with the mileage. For example, if you see a worn brake pedal, meaning you see the shiny metal on the corner of the brake pedal, if you see a torn seat, the driver's seat's torn in a couple of places, if you see wear on the steering wheel or any other wear in the car, like a hole in the carpet, for example, and the car is showing 86,000 miles, that's not normal wear for a car with that mileage. In fact, you wouldn't see that kind of wear in a car with 110,000 miles. So once again, observation can be very important when inspecting a vehicle. Look for that shiny brake pedal. Look for the hole in the carpet. Look for the worn steering wheel. Look for a tear in the seat. Those things reveal that the car is a lot older than the mileage is actually showing you. Documented mileage history can help you to understand the true wear and tear in a vehicle so you don't overpay for something that appears to be better than it really is. Before you buy a used vehicle, run a VIN history report. Go to carvaluescout.com and pick up one of our VIN history report credits and run your report. This will give you an accurate reading of the true mileage and save you from possibly buying something that is not what it appears. And now we'll move on to the next lesson, which will be on recalls. And recalls are very important. So stick around, go to the next lesson. I hope you learned something from this one. And once again, thank you for watching.